initial impressions, it's a lot smaller than Summer in the City and there's a lot less to do in there. Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. We are back down in London, or still down in London I guess. We're down here for Vidcon London. If you saw yesterday's vlog, and you should have seen yesterday's vlog, you'd have seen that we did come over last night, had a little look, but didn't really get, well, we didn't get any further than the Rhett Link show on the main stage and then went back to our hotel. So it's currently 20 to 10 in the morning, a little bit later than we planned, but we're just heading over to the DLR now, having had an enormous, immense hotel breakfast, which was an absolute delight, including freshly made pancakes. Yes. But we're now heading over to the DLR. We're going to shoot over to VidCon. Today is our big day in VidCon. We're going to have a proper look around. We're going to show you around. We've got some panels we want to check out. There's a Q&A we want to check out. I've got my Good Mythical Morning merch in my bag that I'm going to get these two to go and get signed at the meet and greet. It's going to be an awesome, awesome day.
So, Dad has left us, he's in the YouTube lounge and we're just
Mr. Big Shot now.
Yeah, we weren't invited.
Peasants.
Yeah, so we're just walking around, we have no idea where we're going. My arm really hurts, this is such a heavy camera.
And it turns out Amy's a lot better at vlogging than me because I've already tried.
We all know I was better at using quite a few things, so this is just one of them.
Amy, I will hurt you.
We've made it in. I've just nipped up into the YouTube lounge to have a little look. There's breakfast in there. I could have had second breakfast. If I wasn't committed to health and fitness now, I'd be all over that. Hello.
Probably, because me and Amy are now vloggers, you should include that we are back together again.
Yeah, we did a filming piece without you.
All right. I didn't have second breakfast as the headline. We're going to check out the main show floor, which looks pretty cool.
So, we are currently in the queue to get some henna tattoos, and Dad has gone off. Dad is going around, looking around, seeing what we're doing, and we're waiting to get henna tattoos. We decided against doing henna because Lucy got bored in the queues.
It was very long and Amy didn't understand what that just to two of us show was.
Well, I don't watch TV shows like that.
She didn't really get the point. It was meant to be you get a henna tattoo, you don't know what it was, and you didn't want to get something bad. So yeah, she didn't quite get it, so
we left. So now I think we're heading off to the Rhett Link Q&A panel. Is that right? Somewhere like that. Yeah.
Don't know.
We've just done our first tour of the show floor. Initial impressions, it's a lot smaller than Summer in the City and there's a lot less to do in there. It's more a lot of merch stalls and stuff to buy, and like the big potato game stuff that we love doing at Summer in the City, where not only can you buy their games but you have loads of tables to sit and play the games and just hang out, and we spent loads of time there, didn't we? In there, that big potato game section at Summer in the City would fill half of the show floor that they've got in there, so there's no way for them to put that in.
I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like Summer in the City was more about like, it doesn't matter if you knew people, everyone was just kind of
Summer in the City is definitely a community event. This is very much
you come to see people you know.
Yeah, this feels a lot more.
It's like lots of meet and greets in one place.
Yeah, a lot more commercial. I mean, even the fact that little things like we have to scan our RFID wristband in and out of everywhere we go, and it feels a lot more professional. Summer in the City can be a bit of a mess sometimes.
That's
But it's a lovely mess, it's our mess. And this at the moment feels a little bit more clinical, a little bit more... I don't know that you could spend a whole week... No, I do know you couldn't spend a whole weekend, a whole 3 days just in there. If you're not here doing panels and meet and greets and things.
We really like the panels.
Yeah, we'll have plenty to do. But if you were just somewhere in the city, you could go there for 2 days and just hang out on the show floor and have a good time. You couldn't do that here. You have to have the meet and greets and you have to be ready to do the panels, and that's where we're going to head off and do now. We will go back in there later because there is stuff that we want to do, but there's lots of queues now, and as with all this stuff, I'm assuming VidCon's going to follow the same kind of pattern to what all the other conventions follow, where this is going to be the busiest time, the busiest day. It's Saturday morning leading into Saturday lunchtime. If we want to go and do stuff in there with small queues, tomorrow afternoon is going to be where we can go in there and do that a little bit easier. In all the years I've been coming to events at the XL, I've never been in any of these hidden bits. We've been down in the dungeon, now we're up like 3 floors. It's all very confusing, made particularly confusing by the fact that we're trying to find the room where they're doing the Rhett Link Q&A very soon, and we can't find it. We think it's back down in the dungeon again, so we've now got to go down 3 floors. I never knew any of this was here, this is mad. Your criteria.
Right, I don't want to have to fire Robert Duvall. I just want him to expire and then replace him with somebody else.
Because you know what our show needs to do? It needs to age up.
We've just been into the Rhett Link Q&A, which was awesome. Second awesome Rhett Link thing this weekend. They are very much the stars of the show so far. We've just ventured back into the show floor because there's a little game that Big Potato Game is giving away. We've just picked that up. We're going to head out here and have a look at it and maybe have a little play, and then we're splitting up for the first time this weekend. I'm heading up to the creator area for a panel that I want to see. These two are heading back into the main theatre for a panel they want to see, and then I think we all come back together again a little bit later on today for the, again, Rhett Link meet and greet. So what have you got? This is the game for Big Potato Games. Don't get got.
It is all about completing secret missions. We need to trick each other. Hang on, I need to read it quickly.
Yeah, the general gist of it is there's a few little mission cards in here. It's really important that we all don't all know what the mission cards are. So we get a number of secret missions, and then the idea is to get the other people to basically carry out your mission without the other people knowing. So I'll show you what my missions are in a minute, but we're going to play this for the rest of the weekend. So.
But I want to watch the vlog.
Yeah, but you won't watch the vlog until tomorrow night.
We can show ours if we get them done by...
Yeah, it's probably best you don't, because I'll see them when I'm editing tonight.
Yeah,
but I can show what mine are, and then you'll see what I'm trying to achieve, and then we'll check in with the game as we go throughout the weekend. It's just a little bit of fun.
So there are 12 secret missions in the pack. We have to deal them out equally and try and pull them up on each other, and the winner is the person to complete 3 missions.
So we're going to get 4 missions each. Do you want to deal them out?
Yeah,
and the winner is to complete 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should probably take that one.
I didn't see it, but
okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So come with me away from these two. So these are my 4 missions. Get a player, so get one of those two, to high-five me 3 times in one day. That is going to be difficult because I don't think I've ever asked anybody for a high-five before in my life. Get a player to count the number of people in front of you in a queue. That might be doable. If we can find a small queue, I think that one's doable. Walk with a limp and get a player to ask what happened. I don't know if they'll ask because I regularly walk with a limp because of my bad knees. But does that, you lot can let me know, does it count if they say, oh, is your knee hurting? Get a creator's name wrong and get a player to correct you. That one's easy. I'm a dad. Dads get stuff wrong and get corrected all the time. So they're my 4 missions. They've got 4 missions each. And as and when we achieve our missions, we'll obviously...
We're going to try. Our mission is to try and catch it on camera, we decided.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to try and film one.
Easy peasy. Right, are we going to go and try and find something to eat?
Yeah. So we've left Dad. He is currently in the Creators Lounge. We are walking around trying to find some food, but all the queues are so long. I'm starving.
Well, I officially don't think I've ever felt as much of a fraud as this in my life. Behind me is the YouTube lounge. That's where I've just gone and got my lunch. In the queue behind Rhett Link, Ollie Davis off of Wrestle Talks in the queue behind me. I'm absolutely terrified. I'm such a child. I'm just going to hover here for another few minutes so I don't look like a complete baby and just run away quickly. And then I am going to run away quickly. Anna's texting me saying, go and say hello, go and say hello. I'm afraid. I don't even know what the etiquette is at places like this. They're eating their lunch. Do I bother them eating their lunch? I'm such a loser.
So, we have just sat down. We have finally got burritos after waiting forever.
They're delicious.
Dad is in a panel somewhere upstairs. I don't really know. In about half an hour, we're gonna go and see. What are we seeing?
The LGBTQ plus coming out
online, something like that. Who's in it? Is it Elle Mills? Who else is in it?
Elle Mills. I want to say Gabby Hanna.
That's what I thought. There's lots of other people in it.
Hang on. I
So
don't know.
heavy, yeah.
I don't know. But I'm very excited to see that. So
Yeah, and then we're gonna have to leave a bit early to go and do what are we doing? Something with Rhett and Link.
Rhett and Link meet and greet.
Yeah, meet and greet. So with Rhett and Link.
Well, I think I've recovered from my moment that I wasn't at all proud of. I still chickened out completely, but I'm now recovered and heading up to the first creator panel I've been to all weekend. I can't even remember what it is. I just know I'm due up here at 1 o'clock. Finally getting some money's worth on the creator ticket.
So I didn't really have time to have that to myself, and right away I was put on the magazine cover of an LGBT magazine, and I've been on panels.
Right, just met up with the girls, given them my Rhett and Link merch for them to take to the meet and greet. The meet and greet is happening over there now because I'm here on a creator pass. I can't go to that, so this is as close as I can get. But they got Rhett and Link in the meet and greet lottery, so they're just coming through there now. And I guess I'm gonna hover around this area. Yes, they're absolutely getting things signed for me because I'm a big child who was too afraid to speak to them when I was having lunch next to them 45 minutes ago. For future reference, this is my disappointed face because Rhett and Link weren't signing things. They were just, it was literally they were being rushed through so quickly, you didn't even bother. They were watching people in the queue, just being rushed up, 5 seconds, quick photo. Has to be the official photo, no selfies, ushered off again. They weren't doing any signings, they weren't really stopping to have any kind of chat.
I don't think it was their fault.
Oh no, it wasn't them, it was
You can
looking
see
at...
they tried to stop and chat with
Yeah,
them, but
looking
they
at
got
all of the
wrong.
other meet and greets, that's how the event is being run, and again it's just different to how things are at Summer in the City. So it's a bit of a shame, weren't able to get the stuff signed. I've still got a couple of creator panels that I need to go to this afternoon. These two have nothing else that they want to do for the rest of the day now. So they're going to head back towards the hotel. They're going to go back to, you're going to go and do a bit of wandering around Westfield, having a look around the shops and stuff, aren't you? Because apparently that's what girls like to do.
Might curl our hair at the hotel.
Before everyone calls me an irresponsible parent, try to remember Lucy's 17. I think it is okay for her to travel on the tube and go shopping on her own.
I will be here myself alone in a few weeks. So.
Exactly. So they're going to go off and do that. I'm going to head back in there for a little while longer, and then we'll meet back up again at the hotel later on and figure out what to do with our evening. And I've given them instructions not to vlog while they're without me because I don't want the cameras getting stolen.
We might vlog when we get to the hotel.
Yeah.
So for now, you're just stuck with me for a minute or two.
So we are both back in the hotel room, and I have just done something to Lucy. So you know we've been playing the game. Well, this was one of my cards, and I have just done it because it says get a player to take a selfie with you using their phone. Me and Lucy are those kind of people who will ask to take a selfie,
We're quite vain, so I suspected nothing.
Yeah, she didn't suspect a thing. I've been asking all day if we can take a picture. She's been ignoring me basically. Finally got back here, she took one, and I just handed her the card, and she looked so sad. She got plays though. It's funny.
I'm sad. Get away from me.
Okay.
Well, that has been a very productive couple of hours. Some of the more businessy, panel-y bits. I did one, I think it was, what was it called? It was the 20 mistakes YouTubers are still making, or something along those lines. Hosted by VidIQ, which is a company that I use monthly, use every day when I'm putting videos up anyway. But it was a really, really informative workshop. So expect to see a few little tweaks and changes to the channel, little things that people have told me about before as well, and I've just I'm stuck in my ways, but tips for how to improve thumbnails, so hopefully you'll see some differences to thumbnails on the channel going forward. Basically getting a slap on the wrists for using capital letters in my titles all the time, which I know so many of you have told me about before, but it's just old habits. But all that kind of thing, very, very informative, and I feel a lot more happy that I've got my money's worth out of the event now. I think from a creator side of things, the stuff that's been put on for creators, the panels, the workshops, that side of things, spot on. The real headline stuff, the Rhett Link stuff particularly, has been excellent. I still have my reservations about the bit in the middle. The girls were bored, and they're the target audience for an event like this, and they were here for what, 4 or 5 hours, saw a couple of panels, but ultimately they'd kind of had enough. So I think that's something that probably needs tweaking for future event. But I'm now heading back onto the DLR, back over to the hotel, meet up with them again, and they were given instructions to decide what we wanted for dinner, so we're going to go and head off and find somewhere to eat now. It's also fair to say that at this stage of the day it's just starting to get dark. I may be regretting not bringing a coat out with me today. Sometimes I forget it's February.
So I just went to pick up a bag of beef jerky off the table because I was feeling a bit hungry, and as I picked it up I tipped everything on the side, so I didn't notice anything, and because I tipped the whole bag on the table, I was faffing around trying to pick them all up, and then I sat down again and Lucy was like, did you not even notice the fact that there was a card underneath it? And Lucy's card said, hide this card under someone's food and be there when they find it. So I didn't even notice the card was under the food. So now me and Lucy have both done one card out of our 3, and Dad has done none, so Dad is losing right now. So he needs to pick up his game a little bit with this.
In other news, Lucy's texted me to tell me that Amy's gone 1-0 up in our game of Don't Get Got. Now I can't be beaten by those two at this game, so we're making a move when I get back. Specifically, as soon as I walk through the door, I'm going to be limping. I think this is going to be my best opportunity, because I've not been with them for a couple of hours. This is going to be my best opportunity to sort of limp through the door and have one of them say, what happened? And then when they do, and I celebrate getting them, whichever one I get, I'm going to go and try and high-five the other one 3 times, thus putting myself 2-1 up. That's the plan. Can't possibly go wrong. Right, I'm back at the hotel. The big test now is how well I can fake limp. I forgot my key. Can you let me in?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Wait, I'm not wearing glasses. Why not?
Why do you need glasses to open the door?
Yeah,
Because you're filming this.
I don't have glasses.
Yeah, I'm filming because I was showing everybody how incompetent I am for getting my key.
What have you done? What have you done? Why are you...
I've just gone 1-1!
What's happening?
I had to pretend to limp and get you to ask me what I'd done! No! High five me.
We've all got
Come on.
one!
I want another one! Give me a third! That's 2-1-1!
2-1-1, what have you done?
I needed 3 high fives off of one of you. Oh, I told you it was going to come together that beautifully. I now only have 2 left to do. So does that mean you got her as well? So currently,
Use the camera.
1, 1, 2
That was
over here.
easy. Not because you always injure yourself. I really thought we can't trust you.
Yeah.
What was
Did you not notice?
Amy just got me. She's got her second one as well.
Straight away.
I know, because
I'm still ringing her now.
Is it?
So leave her a voicemail, I think. I'm very upset that you think it's okay for you to abuse my good nature in that manner.
I was going to do it to Lucy, that's what I can't do.
I would just not bring it because I don't do that. I'd be like, shut up, I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything with these two for the rest of the day now, other than getting them 2 more times, of course. We've amended our plan slightly. We were supposed to be going to have dinner, but we decided to head out here. I don't know if we made it out. We tried to get out here just as the sun was setting to do a couple more time lapses, which are currently running over there. I think we might have missed the perfect window of opportunity. So instead, these two are doing an impromptu photo shoot while I'm just admiring the awesome scenery. You can see the helter-skeltery thing there. The Olympic Stadium is literally just there. Our room is up there somewhere because this is the view that we got from the time lapses from our room. This is awesome. There's also a nice patio heater, 2 for 1 up there, so it's actually perfectly good shirt sleeves weather out here, even though it's dark and it's February. Now, repeat after me if you want to be a proper vlogger. Dinner consumed.
I literally nearly said that earlier.
We went to a Brazilian barbecue place called Cabana. It was delicious. It was like Nando's, but better. Which I know is probably like swearing to some of you.
Everybody's going to hate you now.
Yeah, but if you like Nando's
really
and you've never been there, you should go and try there. Because you like Nando's, don't you?
That's alright.
Better than Nando's?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Now we are, it's still relatively early, it's not even 7 o'clock, so we're just going to head into Westfield again, have a little mooch about. We need to replenish our fridge in our hotel room because we, what are you doing?
Taking a picture of her because she didn't feel.
We're out of water, so we're going to go and do a little bit of shopping, head back to the hotel, hopefully get an early night because we're back over at VidCon again super early in the morning, so we want to get an early night tonight because last night none of us were in bed before midnight, and with a 7 o'clock alarm going, I know it doesn't sound that, yeah, well, woe is me, we had to do a normal night's sleep for a normal person, but it's tiring, we want an early night.
Oh, I was hoping you'd comment how tall I was.
Dad, are we going down?
Yeah, what are you doing up there?
I've just grown.
I'm taller than Lucy.
No, you're not.
Oh my god, here I am.
And we're back in the hotel room at a much more reasonable time than we were yesterday. It's not even 8 o'clock. I'm going to get myself set up over on my editing desk, which seems to have become a makeup desk. So I'm just going to sweep all that stuff off into the bin in a minute.
No, you're not.
Come and clear that then. I've got work to do. I'm going to get the vlog edited together and then we do it all again tomorrow for the final day of VidCon London. If you have enjoyed today's vlog, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. Thank you very much for watching. Amy?
Yeah?
Amy?
Yeah?
I'm just editing together the vlog. The panel you went to earlier was Elle Mills, Rhett Link and PatrickStarr, was it?
PatrickStarr.
3. Yes! I had to say a creator's name wrong and get you to correct me. I've just got my 3rd point.